In all frankness, at that time, it did not occur to me that this might have been a breach of the rules. But of course, the police have found otherwise, and I fully respect the outcome of their investigation. I understand the anger that many will feel that I myself fell short when it came to observing the very rules which the government I lead had introduced to protect the public. And I accept in all sincerity that people had the right.
To speak to the journalist Lape Olarinoye. Lape, how big a scandal is this, really?
Hi, good evening to you. Well, it depends on who you ask, really. I think from one angle, it looks as though this is yet another scandal, potentially a nail in the coffin for Boris Johnson and the Tory party at large. But then if you look at, like that package has just rightly pointed out, if you look at some of the work that he has done since these series of scandals that have plagued his administration, he seems to have covered that up quite well. For example, like that package rightly said, the work that he's doing in Ukraine, as well as being the only prime minister to get Brexit done. And that is what a lot of his ministers have been echoing. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said earlier today and has shown her support for the prime minister, stating that he has been the only prime minister to get Brexit done and has been integral in the diplomacy of the Ukraine-Russia conflict. And so that, in a way, has helped repair his damaging reputation. Having said that, many people have been very, very visibly upset at the results of that Met investigation, showing that actually he is the prime minister, as well as Rishi Sunak as well, have been the only government to be sanctioned for breaching the law whilst in office. And that has really brought back terrible memories for families who weren't able to see loved ones during the lockdown, were unable to, visit people in hospital, the loved ones in hospital, unable to attend funerals. And even worse, some people weren't even able to see their children being born. So it has really brought back those feelings once again. So I'm not sure if what is happening currently with Ukraine and with Brexit is really going to make up for those horrible memories people have during the pandemic, as well as rising energy prices as well.
Theresa May, the former Prime Minister, who's from the same Conservative Party as Boris Johnson, and I have to use her in this question because she put it much more respectfully than I would. She was referring to what we've just heard from Johnson there, saying it didn't occur to me at the time that this was a breach of the rules. And Theresa May in Parliament basically said to him, what, are you pretending to be so dumb that you don't even understand your own rules? The thing is, that's his only defense, isn't it? Because he can't say, yeah, I knew I was breaking the rules and I didn't care.
Yes, and he's repeatedly said this over and over again. I mean, this all started in May 2020. And of course, the revelations came much later. And then, of course, the worst of the worst was the one on his birthday, where there were, the email trail saying that they were having drinks and so on and having a jolly good time when a lot of people weren't allowed to mix indoors. And the Prime Minister has said over time that he wasn't breaking the rules and that he felt like he was in a work environment. And so that justified it. But again, it's exactly like what Theresa May is saying, that do you really not understand the concept of your own rules? Are you insinuating that the population and people that have sacrificed their time away from their loved ones are also, quite frankly, stupid for not following those rules? And the issue trickles down right from the top. And we're seeing that rot really come to the fore over and over again. And, like you said, Theresa May saying that as a member of the Tory party echoes what a lot of people think across the country.
OK, Lape, I know you understand TV timing, so please give me one-word answers to these two questions. Do you think he's going to resign?
No, I don't think so. I don't think.
Do you think that the majority of people in the country think he should resign?
Absolutely. That is the general consensus, that Boris Johnson should resign.
Lape, really appreciate it. Thanks so much indeed. Lape Olarinoye.